west, it still brings us a chance for rain and thunderstorms at the end of this week. By this weekend, a more traditional monsoon pattern will begin to set up, and that's why we'll continue to see these daily chances for rain and thunderstorms as a high pressure begins to move off to the east, starting as early as tomorrow and Thursday. But again, we're still going to be looking at a pretty active pattern. Even with some drier weather today, we still saw some thunderstorms across parts of New Mexico, and we're still going to remain fairly active over the next several days. Highs still hovering around 100 tomorrow in Las Cruces. Again, better chance for storms off to the west and north, and especially up into the Sacramento Mountains. In the southeastern New Mexico, it'll be a bit more of a struggle to see thunderstorms tomorrow, but you go up towards I-40 or into the central mountain chain, that's where the better chance for storms are going to be, as highs continue to hover around triple digits in Roswell. Tomorrow, we'll already start to see a big increase in storm chances up around Las Vegas as that front backs up against the east slopes of the Solid Cristo Mountains, and that could bring a big threat for flooding again over some of the burn scars up in the northern New Mexico, and that's going to last into Thursday. Thursday's going to be the busiest day this week, but like I said, we're still holding on to a very active pattern here across New Mexico, with many areas still looking at daily chances for rain and thunderstorms, at least into early next week, and there could be yet another uptick in storm chances and storm coverage a week from today, but for now we're watching Thursday as that's going to be our best chance for rain here in Albuquerque. That being said, we're still going to see these daily chances for rain and thunderstorms continue for the next several days, but Thursday is going to be our best chance for widespread rainfall through many areas in New Mexico. Jess.
All right, thank you, Grant. 4 states are declaring a state of emergency over the recent rise in monkeypox cases, but more on the federal response next. And coming up at 4:30, a man is finally charged months after a suspected drug driving crash killed his couple. The suspect remains at large. We hear from the family as they look for justice. Plus, someone accused of letting her young son overdose on meth. We're learning about the case.
Yeah.
You can get your smile back today at Affordable Dentures and Implants. We make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call us. Smile consultations.
I can't do this every day. I let her put it down. Well, it's not, and it hurts. Just like back again. It goes back again. Doesn't for it to be numb. And the doctor, I first looked at the boot. He said, look at the x-ray and the sonogram. She said, man, those are tests I've got. He's going to see it. There's nothing that, So I don't even waste my time on that.
Investigational medication to see if it will help reduce hot
I
flashes.
can't go to the ER all the time. Help me.
Compensation may be available.
And I have to all the time to use doors anymore, like I said yesterday.
Text OASIS to 69841 or visit oasisstudies.com.
Behind Mark Ronchetti smooth smile and slick PR campaign, his plan will take away abortion rights in New Mexico. Ronchetti said he opposes abortion at all stages and was endorsed by extremists who want to criminalize abortion, even in cases of rape and incest. The real Ronchetti would take away a woman's right to control her own body. We can trust Ronchetti as governor, paid for by Planned Parenthood New Mexico Independent Expenditure Committee.
Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers job security, excellent benefits, respect, and integrity? Join the GEO Group, Lee County Correctional Facility in Hobbs. We embrace an environment of diversity and inclusion, now offering employment opportunities in security, counseling, education, and administrative positions. Start your career with the Lee County Correctional Facility in Hobbs. Visit jobs.geogroup.com to apply today.
At Long John Silver's, our new coconut popcorn shrimp brings you a taste of the islands. They're covered in crispy sweet coconut flakes and fried. Try our new coconut popcorn shrimp without $10 seashells. Order online at longjohnsilvers.com. This year.
Shop New Mexico's premier door replacement company. Access Southwest Windows and Doors for all your home's needs. Top quality construction and security reinforcement so you can right now, get $400 off any entry or patio in the showroom or online at southwestwindows.com.
monkeypox cases keeps growing across the United States.
Mm.
Now the Biden administration has named an official coordinator for the federal response to the outbreak. Michael George has the latest on the findings of the virus.
A line for the monkeypox vaccine stretched down the block early this morning in San Francisco. Some of those waiting say the government needs to do more. More vaccines and testing everywhere. Today, the Biden administration announced Robert Fenton, who ran the COVID vaccination effort for FEMA, will coordinate the federal monkeypox response. This as Illinois and California declared a state of emergency over the virus, following New York's lead.
I'm glad we have a state of emergency because the issue has always been how quickly we can get the resources, testing, vaccines, treatment that we need in the ER to contain this.
So what does declaring an emergency actually do? Well, it clears up some of the red tape to help fight the outbreak. For example, it authorizes more people to administer vaccines at sites like this health clinic. That's only part of the problem. While the administration is distributing 1.1 million doses, officials in California and New York say they don't yet have enough.
The order is now allowing more people to administer vaccines, but you need more vaccines to start with.
In just 10 weeks, the U.S. outbreak has grown to at least 5,800 confirmed cases. Delays for vaccines and testing have been a problem.
For me personally, it took 2 weeks to get my test results. And that was something very, very frustrating.
Many of the infected are men who have sex with men, but anyone can catch monkeypox. It spreads primarily through skin-on-skin contact. While rarely fatal, it can be extremely painful. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
A family fighting for justice. A man suspected of driving while intoxicated and causing a deadly crash is finally charged 1 year later. But now he's missing. But they fear he may never be found. Plus, they're tough to replace. A local store that specializes in collectible toys and vintage video games is hit not once but twice by thieves in the span of a few months. The drastic